Hello everyone, I'm Rebecca Gabrielle. Welcome to Living with Spice. I'm going to be doing a general card reading for Libra, and this is for the 6th through to the 12th of September or thereabouts. So Libra, as you know, it is a general reading, not a personal reading. So we're going to take a look at where your focus is at the moment, what sort of energy is around you, and the likely events that are going to be coming up for you. So we never know what it's going to be, but let's dive into the reading to see what beautiful message the divine has for you to assist you at this point in time. All right, Libra, let's get into the reading. Libra, thank you for joining us for your reading, the 6th through to the 12th of September. So I hope you're keeping well, Libra. It's been a little while since you've seen me. I have relocated from my home in the city to the country, and it's taken me a while to get settled, but here I am. So Libra, we're going to look at what's going on in your world for September, specifically for this week, but we always sort of use time loosely here. Really does depend on where you're up to in your own journey. So I'm going to pull a card for the general theme of the message from the divine. So let's see what's coming up for you. This is an interesting card. We've got a card of hostilities. What I'm sensing here is, Libra, that at the moment your normal desire for peace, harmony and equilibrium is quite disturbed at the moment. And what I'm seeing is that there's two energies here at the minute. There is disturbance within yourself in terms of an unrest, feeling unsettled, agitated, and on the defense, so a need to self-protect or defend oneself, and it's causing you to feel anxious. Now, I'm not feeling that you are originating this anxiety or sort of this hostile energy, but it's your reaction or your response to your environment and things that you are perceiving around you. And it feels like there are multiple things that are causing an element of confusion and deception for you at the moment. And so you've got this self-protective or defensive energy about you, not too sure what's going on, but sensing that something's not quite right, sensing that things need to change. Now, it could be that you are just in a state of being bombarded by a lot of energy is what I'm feeling, bombarded by a lot of stimuli, and this is creating your own inner world of confusion. And I'm getting the sense this is more about how you are perceiving and responding to your world. This is your reality. I'm not going to say that this is necessarily perceived by everyone else around you, but it's very real for you. And so your internal world feels a little bit in turmoil right now. And there's a bit of a distrust energy, something that you're a little fearful of. It may be that some things have triggered you to feel defensive, but certainly you feel out of whack and not happy right now in terms of what's going on around you, and also sensing that there's change, and change is unsettling. And I'm sort of noticing I'm drawn to the autumn leaves or the leaves of the fall season here. And you know that things are falling away, things are changing and evolving, and for some reason this is causing you to feel very unsettled at the moment. So I'm kind of wondering whether, Libra, it may be a good idea just to pause a moment, to give yourself some time and space for this feeling to surpass, so that you can create more clarity and stillness within you. It may be that you're perceiving that someone is being hostile towards you, and you feel that this is unwarranted, and you're on the defense because you don't understand why there is this hostility towards you. And it may be from multiple angles, it may be from many people. Feeling attacked, feeling that you are out on a limb and on your own, perhaps standing on your own in terms of your own views and opinions at the moment. Maybe that you've had to make some changes in your life, and that hasn't necessarily gelled with everyone, so you're on the defense here to protect yourself. Now, the energy is unpleasant for sure, and it just may be that there's a lot of verbal aggression around you, certainly a lot of stirred up emotions within you. Maybe you are on the receiving end of criticism, and it's hurtful, So this could be affecting you in a work or a social situation. It may feel like there's some backstabbing, people saying unkind things behind your back. Yeah. So it does feel quite obvious that you're not making this up in your mind. I appreciate that, but you are feeling it intensely. But it is a result of being triggered from some external situations. So what I'm sensing is that Spirit is saying now is the time to take a pause and just to step back a moment to gain more clarity and control of your own emotions, so that you don't say or do something that you may regret. It's really a case of taking a deep breath to look at the lay of the land and to get some perspective around whether this is something that you need to respond to or not. Certainly it's not okay for people to dishonour you, and you may feel the need to protect your reputation, which is fair enough. So ask spirit guides and angels to help you with the right kind of action and words if that is something you feel that you need to do. Ask Archangel Michael for protection, Libra, and to guide you in the best way how to handle this. It is about having courage, and I feel that you do have that courage when it comes down to, that sense of justice and righting the wrongs. You have a very, very strong stand on this, and so it's very, very likely, Libra, that you're going to want to take a stand and to say something in order to defend yourself and protect yourself. So before you leap forward with that, just take a moment to think through your strategy and how you would like to ensure that you maintain your own sense of peace, dignity and integrity. So that's a very interesting card to begin your reading, my goodness. So let's see what else is unfolding. Before I get into the tarot, I just want to pull a few cards from this deck, the Psychic Tarot deck. No, it's the Wisdom of Avalon deck. That's it. So thank you, Spirit. What other message or guidance do you have for Libra regarding this card and message for Libra in the first week of September, the 6th to the 12th? Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. Certainly you are quite fired up, Libra, with regards to this situation. We have the Fire Fairy here, so it has sort of activated your sense of justice, and at the moment you're feeling quite outwardly expressive anyway. So the Fire Fairy is known for taking action, for being optimistic and taking a positive stance on things, taking matters into your own hands for sure. So I feel that perhaps you're not to be messed with at the moment, Libra. Let's see what else is coming up for this card here. So you're quite happy to use your voice to express yourself, but let's keep it positive and optimistic. in terms of let's not lower the energy to something that's backbiting or well, you know what I mean. So it's about sort of using your energy wisely and positively and creatively. Yeah. And of course, when we allow ourselves to go to a positive space, that's when we open our ability to be creative and to create new things, to manifest our dreams. So redirect your energy, Libra, at this time to be your best self, rather than to respond to any negative energy right now. That way you're going to feel more empowered, Libra, and you'll be able to get far better results in this first week of September. I feel that also something is you're going to have a lot of awarenesses and illumination about things at the moment, Libra. Things are going to come to light for you. So anything that has felt hidden and in the dark and you've not understood, I feel that you're going to have some aha moments in this week. So very quickly things are going to come to light, and that's going to assist you with your level of understanding about the current situation. Now I feel that you're being called to move forward and to take action in your life. You're hesitant because it feels like there's an element of risk, of course. But Spirit is saying stay strong and stay firm, and look for the clear pathway ahead in terms of the right kind of action and the direction that you want to take in your life at the moment. Perhaps you are feeling you're at a crossroads and that you need to sort of take the risk to move forward into new territory. And Spirit is saying, great, awesome, now is the time to do that. Don't let negative energy or naysayers get in the way or allow your fears to come up and to block you, because we've got the risk card and the fear card here. But truly, the Divine is saying the pathway is cleared for you to go ahead and take steps towards your dreams and the goals that you have at the moment. The pathway is clear and there is minimal risk despite your fears. So don't let your fears become those boulders that get in the way and cause a lot of confusion, because that is something that you're creating yourself. The Divine has actually cleared the pathway for you at this time, which is good news, isn't it? You won't always know what is ahead, Libra, and this is why we need to take a leap of faith. You know, sometimes we create blockages and obstacles because we're afraid that if we can't see the end goal, the destination, the outcome, quite often we'll hold ourselves back from taking steps forward. But Spirit is saying sometimes you've just got to go with blind faith, with trust, knowing that you can't see everything ahead, but you've got to take the steps forward. And as you do, Libra, as you take those steps forward, the pathway just becomes clearer and clearer. So follow that light, follow what you're trusting feels right to you, and the next steps ahead, the pathway will become clear as you go. Yeah. So it really is strengthening that muscle of trusting in yourself, trusting in the universe, asking for guidance from the angels as you move forward, and trust your intuition as well as to what feels right for you in terms of the journey ahead. Yeah. So when it comes to looking at the element of risk of what it is that you want to try and what you want to do, it's important to ask whether any particular situation is going to be worth the risk or not, and just have a sense of how that feels for you, the answer that comes to you. So sometimes we will have a really strong feeling that a particular pathway does not feel right. So Spirit is saying trust that. And other times it may be just a niggly feeling, and that you just need to check in with yourself whether it is actually your fear of not knowing what's ahead that's stopping you. And if that's the case, then it's about trusting that everything will be okay. But as you begin that journey, you've got to pray for guidance, and you've got to trust that the answers are going to be revealed as you go, but you've got to take the first steps. Yes, certainly before. Otherwise, nothing changes and you go nowhere. Yeah. In terms of your own particular triggers for fears, Libra, what is it that tends to always come up for you when you are afraid to try something new? Is it the fear of failure? Are you worried about what changes, if you're moving forward in an unknown direction, are you worried about the changes that are going to happen? Are you afraid of losing something in your life or losing control? Are you afraid that, of what you may leave behind if you move forward? These are very important questions to ask, but you've also got to ask, is the fear that you have valid? Is it really that important, or is it more important to try taking the steps forward for a new pathway towards success and happiness? Remember, our fear is usually something that we've made up in our mind, not usually based on actual real evidence. So we've got to be careful about that. We can also colour the way we feel about something from past experiences. But of course, our past experiences are in the past, and we can't let those experiences stop us from trying new things. Yeah. So just checking in with yourself about what it is that you are fearing the most, what comes up for you, and really use this as a learning experience about yourself. What sort of things trouble you and how you can master those fears and have the courage to move forward. So rather than struggle with your fear, accept it. We all have fear. It's not possible to go through life without fear, but it's about understanding where it comes from and then you being the master of that fear and the master of your emotions. Have compassion for yourself, but also have courage knowing that you can do this. You've got the resources, you've got the courage, you've got the intelligence to create a new path and to try new things. Yeah. Okay, interesting. All right, so let's now take a look at tarot cards to see what's coming up for you. I thought I might pull some cards from this beautiful deck, the Druid deck. Yeah, the Druid tarot deck. So let's see what we have for Libra, 6th through to the 12th of September. Thank you, Spirit. What does Libra need to know? Wow. Do you know, happiness and good times are so available and ready for you. You are really appreciating what it is to have family and connections around you at this point in time. You draw a lot of love and strength and courage from your connections, family, or those who feel like family to you. But certainly this card here is pointing to the fact that you have abundance in your life, and perhaps you need to take a moment to recognize this, to recognize what it is that you do have and to appreciate the abundance that is in your life, Libra. What are those things that give you comfort, that give you reassurance and courage? And of course, the abundance in our life is both ways. It can be staring us in the face, and sometimes it just takes a moment for us to pause and to appreciate, to see it, observe and appreciate. Oh my goodness, I have this in my life, and isn't that wonderful? And I feel like Spirit is asking you to take a moment to realize the beautiful abundance that you do have in your life, and it's there for you for a particular reason. Sometimes, well, a lot of the time, we get what we need, not necessarily what we want. And so what is around you is exactly what you need, Libra, in your life right now. So I feel that you're going through a period of time where you're really in your head. You're doing a lot of worrying and overthinking about things at the moment, which is, a lot of this energy here in this card here is You've sort of got yourself a little bit worked up and tied up in knots in feeling like you're stuck in your current situation, feeling like you want to escape your situation. But I feel like Spirit is saying to you, listen, perhaps it's time for you to take a different perspective, a different outlook on here. Because what you're fearing a lot of things, you're wanting to escape and get away because you've got this notion that what is not right for you. But Spirit is saying, well, you know what, take a moment to just rethink that, because you actually have exactly what you need around you right now. You have what it is that you need, and you have incredible abundance, and you just need to see that. And this is where there's some of this hostile energies. I feel that it's the way you are perceiving things at the moment that perhaps is colouring your situation and how you are feeling about your environment and what's going on around you. There's a lot of worry energy, a lot of overthinking, a lot of, I was going to say doomsday thoughts, you know, when we get to the oh my God thinking. And sorry, I don't mean to laugh at you, but what I'm sensing is that we do go through periods of time where we overthink things and we worry about things, and it's causing you stress, anxiety, sleepless nights. Certainly it's going to affect your health, Libra. And you are in this mode of like, oh my God, I just want to get the heck out of here. And perhaps some of you may feel that this is very real enough for you to want to create change in your life right now. Real enough for you to say, hey, I actually do need to remove myself from this current situation so that you can find that sense of peace. Now, for some of you, you may physically move away from a situation that's causing you stress and anxiety, work, home, location, whatever it is, something that's going on in your life. You're desiring to move away from this energy. For others of you, it may be that you can create that sense of change and redirect your focus elsewhere so that you're not sensing or feeling or responding to this negative and toxic energy around you. It is impacting you mentally, emotionally and physically at the moment, Libra. So, you know, I'm having compassion for you here because I'm sensing that you're not in a good space at the moment. And you are desiring peace and comfort. The Spirit is saying it is here, it is available to you. It's bringing out your desire to just have peace, pleasure, enjoyment in life. We've got the Lover's card here. Now, the Lover's card can be that strong, strong desire to have, to feel the love in your life, to feel the connection and the closeness. Now, for some of you, it may be that you're connecting with someone in your life and that desire to connect. It may be that you're really wanting to feel and experience love, to be held tightly, to be told it's okay, and not to fear anymore. And I do feel that Spirit is, I'm sensing that Spirit and your angels are saying, don't fear, let that go. We've got you. You're going to be fine. The pathway is clear. What you need is available to you. So what is it that you need to do to create some sense of peace in your world, and in your inner world and your outer world right now, Libra? You're feeling out of sorts and out of balance, and maybe it is time out to go and find a way to get yourself back into balance. Yeah, you're going through quite a significant change at the moment. You're feeling like you're becoming a different person almost, Libra. Yeah, you're having a rebirth and you're feeling different to the person that you used to be. And you're wanting this, you're wanting a fresh start. So it's almost like that struggle of the transformation during the chrysalis process of the caterpillar becoming the butterfly. There's a struggle that's going on within, but a necessary one for this transformation, Libra. Yeah. So find the peace that you need, and it may be that you need to find that in solitude, in nature. I love I won't show you this. We've got, So in nature, you're connecting. This is the Lover's card. And I love that there's a representation of nature around you and this desire to feel love and connection. This is how you want to feel. Yeah. Take time out to take a rest from your own thoughts as well, because it's driving you nuts. It's stressing you out, Libra. So you're going through this rebirth, this transformation. Spirit, what else does Libra need to know to assist Libra at this time? Yeah, you are feeling yourself change. Your body, your emotions, your mind, everything about you right now feels different. Yeah, you want a fresh start. Yeah, you're very much pondering in your emotions at the moment. Oh, goodness. You're feeling, yeah, okay. So we've still got you very, very much in your emotions, dreaming of things that you'd prefer to have in your life. You know, things that haven't worked out. There's some sadness, there's some dwelling, there's some healing. You're going through significant change. You do still have, you know, all is not lost, you know. You're not seeing the cup that's available here. It's just out of your sight, out of your energy, out of your mind at the moment. You're still feeling this sense of needing to defend yourself. Not happy at all, you know. Back to this hostile energy of just, where's everybody gone? You know, feeling out on a limb. Perhaps there's been some, you know, changes in the dynamics around family members, people that you thought were your friends. Perhaps they haven't stood up to the test of friendship. And it's feeling, you're feeling out on a limb for sure. And yeah, it's tiring. That's tiring. But you know, I do sense that Spirit is still wanting to remind you that you're experiencing this time very intensely right now, but we've got the King of Cups here, and Spirit is reminding you that all is not lost. You're just going through heavy transformation and change at the moment. So the King of Cups here is, I feel that someone is going to show you a great deal of compassion, to be that somebody who is able to help provide you some emotional support, a very grounded energy, someone who's very caring and loving, who can understand how you are feeling and what you are going through. So someone enters your life or enters your energy around this time that's going to be able to provide you that emotional support that you're seeking, because you truly are feeling like you need that emotional support. You're not feeling understood at all, you know, and you're feeling really trapped in your circumstances and mentally tortured here, Libra. You're really not in a good way. But Spirit is saying, it's okay. We understand. We understand what it is that you want. You're feeling nobody's getting you or understanding how you're feeling, very much in your emotions. But there is an energy that's coming towards you that's going to be of help and assistance to you. Beautiful. All right, thank you, Spirit. So who is this Nine of Cups? What else can we know for Libra going through this significant change and transformation for Libra? Thank you, Spirit. A part of you feels really, really torn, a little bit tortured in a way. You know, there's this pull, a desire to want to have and to fulfill your needs right now. And it's a very, you know, when we're very much in our emotions, we can get a little bit desperate. It's sort of like going into that survival mode. And when we do that, we can reach for things that can perhaps be a little unhealthy for us. You know, dependencies, things that perhaps we don't look after our health, and we may turn to, drinking or not eating well, or bad habits. We get into bad habits just to get some relief, just to feel, and to have a sense of feeling good again. But Spirit is just saying, be very careful that you don't develop some bad habits as a result here, because it will keep you bound rather than set you free from this situation. And you don't want to be bound. You want to have a feeling of a sense of freedom and liberation that comes from a good place, that comes from a healthy place, where you can feel like you can be your authentic self, Libra, rather than being attached to things that are unhealthy. I feel like Spirit is saying, be careful of that. Yeah. So you're really still trying to figure things out and looking at your options, trying to work out what's the best thing to do. I feel that you're trying to strategize and problem solve a way to be able to move forward. And so you're examining documents. Some of you are examining documents, looking at what your options are. It may be that some of you want to break some contracts, and you're looking at how you can do that, how you can move forward. Yeah, so you're going through some legal documents and you're ticking the boxes, working out your finances, working out what you need to have to create this change. That's for some of you. Yeah. You're still feeling a little like you're struggling to articulate your thoughts and your words. The Princess of Swords here, she's really trying, but she's still feeling a little bound up here and unable to sort of free herself, unable to get some clarity in your thoughts and how to put your words together. So it's a good idea to just give yourself a little bit more time before you take action, if that's the case. Yeah. What else does Libra need to know? Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, you're still very much in this week. You are still pondering your emotions, looking at your options, what's going to be the best thing for you in the long term. You still, I feel like you're dwelling on what has been as well. And you're asking yourself what is going to make you happy going forward. You're still in that cloudiness, I feel, still not 100% sure, looking for answers about what's going to be the best way to move forward. So I feel that this energy may be around you for a little bit. It's not necessarily all going to get resolved in 1 week here, Libra, but it's sort of what you're going through right now. So let's see what advice from the Wisdom of Oracle deck for you, Libra, during this time. Okay, I feel like that's supposed to come out. Yes, one step at a time, really. It's really about being mindful of what it is that you want to create, what's going to give you that sense of a strong foundation for your future. Okay, it's going to be multiple things. You can't build the future or build your dreams straight up. It takes time, and it takes getting the right kinds of blocks, the right kinds of ingredients in your life at the moment, and really just working out, well, what is it? What are the ingredients that you need in your life in order to be able to build a strong foundation for your future? Yeah, so you're examining what your options are. Make lists, make notes, really think about what it is that's important that you need in your life for you to have that sense of strong security and foundation. And I feel this is really important to you. Financial security is important, your home environment, your career or job, and you are in the process of looking, exploring your options and examining. Okay, so that's a good message from Spirit to say this is how you can best utilize your energy at this time, is to do your research. Okay, that helps you to gain the clarity over a period of time. So now is probably less about making decisive action, but rather to create your plan and have a strategy about what it is that you need and want going forward. What else for Libra? Thank you. Yeah. We've got the to be fair card. You're always about wanting to be fair and doing the right thing, creating balance. What you put out is what you receive. So it is about considering the options. It is about being fair to others, yourself and others, so that there's a mutual benefit. So as you're examining your options, you're looking at what is a fair situation. It's also being mindful of the law of cause and effect. Yeah. So, you know, how we behave, the choices we make, the things that we say and do. Just remember that whatever it is that you put out there is what's going to eventually come back to you. So it is about striking a balance, discovering what is important for you to keep in your life, what you believe is important to you, and what you need to let go of in your life as well, Libra. Yeah. So life is always moving, it's evolving, it's swinging to and fro, and at the moment you're trying to look at getting a balance between what it is that you're doing and how you wish to be in your life. We can't always be do all the time, because without a sense of who we are, who our authentic self is, then all of that doing is wasted energy. So you are looking at what it is that you want to create going forward, the kind of experiences that you want to have in life. It's also about a level of self-acceptance, accepting what is, accepting others without judgment, and being very aware that whatever it is that you reap is what you're going to sow. Yeah. So whatever actions you take now, make sure that you're acting with integrity. Make sure you're very aware that whatever it is that you put out there is going to come back to you. So it's about being fair, playing fair, and looking at the mutual benefit for you and for others when you decide to move forward and take action. What else does Libra need to know? It is an interesting time of change for you, and it really is about how you can move forward healthfully at this time and to plan the way you want to be going forward in your life. You are having a rebirth here, Libra, and so it's starting with a fresh palette, a clean slate, and really thinking about what it is that you want to bring into your life and the kinds of things that are going to be important, of value to you, and create that strong foundation that you desire. And what's going to give you meaning in your life as well, which is the Seven of Cups here. So you're thinking and planning from all aspects here, Libra, which is great. So give yourself that time. Don't rush it just because you initially, remember, you have this strong desire to get the heck out of here. But this is just acknowledge the fact that that's how you're thinking and feeling, and then just pause a moment and recognize you're going through change, and it is going to require a little bit of planning. So let's take a look at a card from the Gaia Oracle deck. I'm really sensing that taking a grounded, earthy approach, a healthful approach, is going to really be the right way to go for you at the moment in terms of where your energy is at. We want to counteract that very stressful, defensive energy with some grounded, earthy security and calmness. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Libra? Zen garden. Gosh, how perfect is that? So this card says Zen garden, inner sanctuary. And this is what Libra needs to create right now to counterbalance that very stressful energy that you start out with. Beautiful. So let's have a look what the guidance here is for you. I love it. Yeah, life is full of ups and downs, a constant ebb and flow between war and peace, notably within ourselves, of course. And everything has a positive and a negative charge, Libra. Harmony and disharmony, order and chaos, clarity and confusion, calm and conflict. They're all partners and they're all necessary and they're always going to exist in our life. They're never not. We're not going to have peace and calm all the time. Impossible. This is what life is all about. Our physical world is always morphing and changing. So it's not possible to have one thing without the other, those opposite partners, yeah. And yet sometimes we'd like all of these things to change, and perhaps it's more about accepting what is, yeah. So peace is possible, but we've got to find the peace within ourselves. It's not always going to exist in our outer world, Libra. And that's perhaps the learning here. You know, you have felt some hostilities and toxic energy around you, things that have triggered you. You're feeling stressful. You want to get the heck out of here. And that's understandable. And sometimes if you're in a very bad situation, that is the right thing to do. But ultimately, we still need to get to a place of inner peace, that inner sanctuary for you, Libra. Yeah. Always make sure you are safe, all right, first of all. Yeah. And then when you are, accept the world as it is and just let things be. You know, that desire to have harmony and justice isn't always within our control. We can perhaps create that within ourselves, but it's not always within our control for external circumstances. So, coming back to yourself, let all of that go. Trust that everything happens for a reason and there is a higher purpose to what is going on around you at the moment. So, be very aware of your own energy, Libra, and take a deep breath. And let the peace within you be that guiding light for you. Picture a beautiful garden within yourself, a Zen garden, and calmness and light around your heart. And find and visualize that inner sanctuary for yourself, Libra. That place where you go to seek peace, comfort, compassion, self-compassion. Peace is only possible when there is peace within our heart, within our soul, yeah, regardless of the chaos around us. And when we have that peace, that's when we are a true master, Libra. I feel that that is the crux of your message, Libra, for this reading. And I think that's a beautiful message for you. The affirmation here that comes with this card is, I accept and love the world as it is. I trust that there is a higher order to everything. I find solace in the sanctuary of my heart. I move my awareness within, and I am the peace I seek. Oh, I love that, Libra. Libra, I'm going to leave the reading at that. I hope you've enjoyed that. Dear Libra, have a lot of self-compassion and self-acceptance at this time. Yes, I know we started out the reading in not such a good place here, but I hope that it has ended in a beautiful place for you. So Libra, if this message has resonated for you, apply it for your particular circumstances. And if it's helped you in some way, let me know. Give the video a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that. And if you are new to my channel, a warm welcome. And I invite you to subscribe. Let people know about Living with Spice. So I look forward to seeing you again soon, Libra. Do take care of yourself.